Hello, Cancer. So, welcome to your family circle check in reading. Let's see what God wants to tell you, what God wants you to know. Yeah, what God wants you to know. That's the question we're asking. So, what does God want you to know, Cancer? Family circle. Okay. So the issue we got here, we got disagreement. The underlying issue, we got illness. Ooh, then we got incest. Interesting. This one is getting a little bit serious. So we got prejudice and immaturity. And we got child support coming in. And then we got communication coming in. Let me pick up that card. Okay, then we got traditional culture. So this is something that has been tradition. But God is saying it's an illness. God is saying it's an illness and it's mean. I mean, if that's your thing, then that's your thing. But if it's not your thing, then it's not your thing. People need to understand that and respect that. But God says it's tradition. It's a traditional thing in whatever traditional culture you belong to. When it comes to childcare, God says it's a generational curse. It's a generational curse. So this teaching is false. God says, yeah, you need to leave it alone. Abandonment. Then we got investment. Then we got the black sheep. Then we have the favorite. And then we have insurance. And then we have passing away. Then we have religion. Yeah, so this is somebody's backwards religion. So if you were ever wondering if incest is okay, God says that shit is not cool. Okay? And God don't care if it's your religion or not. It's time for that shit to stop. That's why there's an agreement. So I don't know which side you're sitting on, if you're sitting on the side that is for incest or you're sitting on the side that is against incest, Cancer. But in any case, God says that shit is an illness. It's an illness. It's a mental illness. It's a misjudgment. And it's traditional. So it's not even like, say, it's your own thoughts. It's because it's what you have always seen, what you have always known. So it's a programming. And the thing is, it's saying here that the reason why it's being done is because of the investment in the children. So it's like, because you've invested so much into caring for the children, or if it's the other person, because the child has been invested in and cared for, the parent feel like they have the right to have sexual intercourse with them and to breed with them, because they're protecting their investment. That's how they see it. But God says that shit is not good and it's gonna stop. The next card we had to come was listening. It's molestation. It's an offense. It's not right. The first thing God started off with is the fact that it's an illness, and God disagreed with it. So if you're the one who is so deep in this culture, God says you need to bring an end to it, or else you're not gonna like the outcome. It's a generational curse. It's not a generational blessing. So whoever started this practice and passed it down from generation to generation to generation to generation until it now reached um our generation, God says no, it's not correct. I used to wonder about this too, and now I get my answer, because scientifically, my thingy on this scientific, my thoughts on the subject scientifically was, if there's a good gene inside of somebody and they make a child and that child also has a gene, has the same gene, if these two breed, then it should make that gene even more powerful. That was my um unprofessional thought, because I didn't have no proof of that. But now it's being revealed to me that it's just not right. Okay? So God says, yeah, that's not. But in my spirit, though, I've always felt like, yeah, I'm not into that shit. That is not my way of life. And even though I don't really understand it from a scientific point of view, spiritually, I could feel like that shit don't feel right to me. So now it's been confirmed that incest, it's a no-no. It is a generational curse. The philosophy of incest, and that philosophy of your child is your investment, because you cared for that child, and you provided for that child and whatnot, that you can do whatever you like to that child. God says no, no, that's not how this works. Okay, so if you didn't know, if you were concerned about it, now there's your answer. Okay, so that's what God wants you to know right now. So whichever side you're on, just know it's a no-no from the Most High God. All right, so good luck with that. Until next time, prayer definitely works. Okay, so whichever side of the fence you sit on, prayer works. God see that it was something that was taught, and if it's something that you were not responsible for, then you're only liable to pay that much of the penalty, because God is a just judge. You see what I'm saying? So forgive yourself, forgive those who have done this to you, okay, and pray for the clarity and the wisdom and the courage to address this situation with minimal damage psychologically and physically. Okay, God says it's time for it to stop. Until next time, my dear, take care.